just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. His name is ZULF. No hiding he's an Ura. ZULF never thought he'd see a fellow Ura again. So many secrets in there she can't even read it. Her father's own journal. When ZULF got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. This is for you, says the man. Then wham. When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there. The only words kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do? The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, ZULF. We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight. That Gator's a crazy gal, but so's the gal who promised to look after her. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Most of the Ura never got a taste of Caelondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. The windbags used to be alright, then the calamity took the floor out from under them. We could always see the stars, we just never could reach them, no matter how high we built. Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him. ZULF cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't. ZULF's messenger was one of his people. Wondered just how many of them survived, and what exactly ZULF told him. They said the wild could never be tamed, if only they could see us now. We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zand. Can't rightly call Mount Zand a mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the calamity forgot. Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find. We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. But they ain't yet prepared for any company. Children into this. Without a doubt, the situation stinks. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean. Besides, we have to take back what's ours. What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves. Takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking. Look at it this way, it's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's gain, not just ours. Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. It's a delicate situation. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square. That's the way. He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete. The monument's getting better. ZULF sure did a number on it, though. Fixed that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. Just a couple shards left. Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like Zealandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes a burstone quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. We bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests? Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Even stink eyes started taking root in here. Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot. Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. Single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district. The smaller ones, we call them shards. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin. Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the rocks in Bastion quarry is Sir Lunky's head. We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. "Are you all right?" it says. It's him. "I've come to warn you," he says. "The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back." Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. "If that's the way it is," he says, "then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will." Say what you will about ZULF, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that. ZULF showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this. Unfortunately, they broke in and they started digging their holes. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help. Our baby pecker, he don't make it. No way out of this. Not without a fight. Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. ZULF's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back for the calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only ZULF knew the whole story. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. Sometimes a single look says it all. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.